Welcome to the next episode of Let's Play Xenosaga. Now in this episode I'm starting from the main screen because when you save during the cutscenes, as I see last time you had 2 save points between cutscenes, you get that quite a bit in this game. Now just quickly I'm going to explain to you how the game works. You get a period of gameplay, then you get a period of cutscenes explaining you getting from point A to point B, or introducing a new set of characters. Now here we're going to meet a new bunch of characters: Ziggy, Momo, Yuli Mizrahi, and the second Miltian subcommittee, I think. Now, you don't need to know any of that. We're just going to go into it and see them, but beware, the planet you'll see first of all that disappears is called Ariadne, and we'll discover a lot more about it, and about Cherenkov later on. Speaking of which, let's get on with it. Making sure I get the right memory card first. Oh, I should have started off here. This would have been far better, because it takes such a long time to load off the memory card. Okay, that's the one. Yes. I like the way how the little save point actually saves the screen you're on. That's quite cool. Doesn't work in an emulator, though.
What's 1.5 billion people to us?
They're innocents. Surely they deserve more respect.
Respect? For what? Save your philanthropy for someone that cares. The experiment may have been a failure, but I've taken steps to recover the emulator. If the need arises, I'm not against using the original either. All we have to do is repeat the process until we get results. Is this all too much for your conscience to bear, Pellegrini? In that case, feel free to reveal everything and wait for your death sentence.
What about you?
Me, tried in a court of ignoble commoners? Don't make me laugh. We are the ones who determine life or death. But wait. Pellegrini, are you telling me that you've forgotten everything we've been striving for these past 14 years?
Commander Margulis.
What?
A message from Lieutenant Commander Vanderkamp, sole survivor of the Vanguard Force. The unit was decimated. The Zohar emulator unsecured.
Where's the Zohar now?
Location unknown, possibly seized by the Gnosis.
I see. Notify the 474th Spec Ops Fleet. We may need to implement Plan 31. Have them stand by in the specified coordinates for further orders.
Yes, sir.
Ah, this is where 5th Jerusalem, sorry.
So, what can you tell us about this man?
He was a Special Forces agent with the Federation Police, a counter-terrorism specialist. Of course, that was over 100 years ago. Now he's a cyborg working freelance missions.
A cyborg? How anachronistic.
He's a relic from the days when they reanimated the dead. They didn't have disposable realians like we do now.
Well, he's certainly got quite a resume.
Rumor has it, he deliberately seeks out missions with low odds of success.
Is he insane, or just fascinated with death?
Well, he's been given a clean bill of mental health. It doesn't look like he does it for the killing.
Humph. Advances in science have placed thousands of drugs on our shelves. And yet, we still let psychiatrists wield their influence over us. They use these assessments to validate their existence. I don't believe them one bit.
Well, he's got an extremely high success rate. I think he'll be fine.
Sir, he's here.
Show him in. That'll be all.
Yes, sir.
Ziggurat 8, isn't it? Upon your death in TC-4667, you donated your body and chose to become a product of Ziggurat Industries.
That's correct.
Have you heard about the mission?
No.
Recently, we received information that a certain armed group has shown signs of resurgence. This same group was responsible for the events that took place 14 years ago.
The UTIC organization?
That's right. The information we've received from our independent sources has helped to identify the location of the UTIC organization's hideout.
This structure was originally a shrine for some long-lost ancient religion. It was eventually abandoned and remained uninhabited for centuries.
So, you want me to infiltrate and collect information on the group?
If that was all we needed, we would have left it to our intelligence agency.
Actually, to put it simply, we need you to rescue someone and return her to her rightful place. And technically, she's not human.
Just tell me what I need to know. A child? Is she a civilian?
She's a Realian, a 100 series Realian. You've heard of them?
The 100 series observational Realians, built specifically to combat the Gnosis. I've heard rumors of them. But I didn't know they were disguised as children.
Is this the first time you've seen the real thing?
Yes. But isn't Vector already mass-producing them?
This is a prototype. It will serve as the model for all future 100 series observational units.
So, what you're telling me is that securing this little girl takes priority over all else, right?
It helps that you're a quick study.
So, will you take the mission?
A cyborg has no rights. I cannot refuse your request. I will analyze the situation and let you know what weapons and resources I need. I don't mean to demand any compensation, but may I make one request?
Go ahead.
After my return, I ask that you eliminate the neural memories residing in my brain from my previous life.
That's not a problem. But it could be a difficult procedure with a body as outdated as yours.
Add as many synthetic parts as necessary.
What an odd request. These days, Realians are clamoring for human rights, but here's a man who wants to become a machine. All right, we'll make the arrangements.
Thank you.
People don't seem to realize there must be a reason for that.
You can get the specifics from her, Dr. Yuri Mizrahi, later.
Well, well. He didn't die in the line of duty. It says here he committed suicide. One shot in the head from his beloved pistol.
Did you say suicide? Can we entrust the 100 series to that man? What if his self-destructive tendencies arise?
Not to worry. He's been equipped with a safety mechanism which prevents him from hurting himself or abandoning his mission. He was brought back to life against his will. Once he replaces the rest of his brain with synthetics, he'll be a complete machine. Only then will he be legally dead.
Interesting. I guess this is the person we're rescuing.
How are you feeling, 100 series Realian? Is the food here unsatisfactory? Even Realians require nourishment, you know. Are the Federation's 100 series Realians so ill-mannered that they don't even reply to simple questions?
I don't like that name.
Well, my goodness, pardon me. And what would you like to be called, Miss 100 series Realian?
I don't like strangers to be calling me by my name.
Then...
Where are you planning on taking me?
That, I'm afraid, is not for you to know.
What will happen to me?
You're going to help us out. Machines like you exist to be used. What happens to you after that, God only knows. Assuming you people even have a god, that is.
All I can really do is seek out and find the Gnosis. I can't help you with anything.
That may be true. But this part of you is a little different. We'd like to have a word with the man you have hidden inside of you.
What now? What is this?
In any case, you'd best be keeping yourself alive as long as possible. He will be arriving soon.
Kind of creepy, actually.
Mommy, I want to go home to the lab.
Sadly, she gives us a gratuitous panty shot, so if you want me to bar them out with a black ball, tell me after this episode. Oh god, I will be so pleased to get rid of those gratuitous panty shots. We don't get them in any other game at all. Only this one. The second one, no. The third one, no. She actually doesn't become a lolly in the third one. And the second one, really. So she basically grows up. God forbid. Anyway, only took us 12 minutes of cutscenes to get here. That's a complete lie. We know it's already been an entire episode of cutscenes. Okay, so we've reached Ziggy jumping off there. So basically, what I was going to say is one of the main things you need to remember about this Ziggy and Cosmos is that their circle attacks are directly linked to what their weapon is. Their weapon provides their circle attacks. And the circle attacks can be different. They can require EP, AP, and there's another button which shows you how many attacks it gets in, or how many people it will damage on the battlefield. Now, really, depending on what situation you're in, better weapons can be better in doing different things. But mostly I usually equip the first one, because it's, to me, I can't be bothered changing. They don't provide that much stat boost to sort of negate that, to me anyway. So I generally equip the newest one, unless I really, really want something else that has like a certain element, a certain element or that kind of stuff. So, at this point, you can't actually kill anything. So, don't try to just wander through. You can talk to them and see what they have to say if they want, but I wouldn't bother with that. So yeah, we're going to use, well, I'm going to use later on an Ether attack and the other upgrades, which is kind of important. So what I'm going to say is, the enemies that you're going to encounter now are going to be really difficult. They're going to poison you, and poison takes off 81 HP. Notice we have 405. Every time you do any move, that's whether you're guarding, you're healing, you're escaping, as you'll find out later in the part. So, my thing, what you should do, as soon as you enter the battle, use My Guard. My Guard will instantly protect you from any damage. Well, it'll instantly halve the damage, or at least severely reduce it. Now, if you get a poison, make sure you heal as soon as you get below half HP. If you don't do that, you're dead. So what you do is you then use My Guard, then you use the command stock of Guard. Once you've done that, you then have enough power to use the circle button, and use the circle button, and repeat that, so then use Guard, and use the circle button again. And that's the tactic to win against these guys at the beginning. When you get enough experience, and when you find the Snake Hunter later on, it's relatively straightforward to simply just deal the damage and kill the bastards. Because the Snake Hunter has a protect against poison, which is really nasty in this game. I mean, 81 HP, that's like a quarter of your total HP. You know, that's how this works. So luckily, Ziggy's invisible. Let's get on with this. Blah.
Damn it, a malfunction. I see. So that 100 series Realian is encoded with extensive amounts of research data, left behind by the founder of UTIC?
Yes. It's data that could affect the entire fate of mankind.
What is the founder's involvement?
The founder of UTIC was the same man who advocated the creation of that child, the 100 series observational unit, Joachim Mizrahi. A madman who lost his humanity by immersing himself in science. You look as if you have something to say. Yes, you guessed correctly. He is my ex-husband. Do you want to know what it was like being married to a murderer?
No.
In any case, it's certain that the organization is frantically trying to get its hands on that data. I'm afraid we don't have much time to spare.
Understood. I'll be leaving tomorrow at 0600 hours.
Our hopes rest on you.
There's one thing I'd like to clarify.
Yes?
My instructions are to take the Realian to the Miltian star system. Yet she's registered with the government as your daughter. Why is it that you don't want me to bring her back here?
We're currently carrying out an operation based in the area between Miltia and Mictum. An operation vital to the human race. That's why I'm sending her there. That's all I can say right now. Besides, this way, I won't have to see her either.
Now that's not as bad as you think. There's actually some stuff going on there, like there is in all this game.
Mizrahi, what a strange woman.
But don't worry, her voice actor changes, which is good because I kind of don't like her voice actor as it is. Anyway, I'm gonna head back here because I missed an item. Amazingly, we have a connection. No, we don't. We haven't got enough subscribe to. Anyway, try and not get seen of you going back to get those. Yeah, the scope. We kind of want to equip the scope, actually. Where is it? It would be under Ether, tech attacks. No, what am I doing? Seriously. But actually, most of this has relevance on things. It's not just like, oh, blah blah blah, we're just throwing things in your face. Okay, dexterity +2. Oh, kind of need that. What does scope do? Well, yes, that would be nice, but I'm gonna have to sacrifice dexterity or agility. Dexterity on auxiliary armor for arms. That's possible. That's worth it. I'm just gonna have to rely on the fact I don't know what health they've got, which is going to be piss annoying anyway. How did Shion know what the health was then? Was it just the beginning part of the game, so they did it anyway? Anyway, only one person in the entire party needs to wear it. Very quickly on, you can then go to skills. If you have enough skill points, you can extract that from scope for 60. So that's what I'll be doing first. You can also extract the dexterity, and then you can equip 3 of them there, but only 3. So it's quite nice in that sense. You don't have to wear an item to be their full advantage. Now anyway, you must hold down L2 to walk slowly, otherwise yeah, your footsteps will echo on this floor. Running causes, well, problem. So it's so you don't want to run. There's actually something around here. No, there's a chest that you have to go all the way around. Oh godness, he's good godness. Anyway, let's go into the first battle with one of these characters.
And react quickly.
Now, these guys can very quickly rape you, and to be honest, I should have stocked up a lot on some other stuff before I went into this battle. Sorry, before I even... What am I trying to say? I should have stocked up on a lot of items that would have helped me, like, frigging stop poisoning before I got to this stage. You see, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Shit! Okay, this isn't good. I knew this was going to be difficult, but not this difficult. Oh dear, this is bad. What's this? They're all UTIC soldiers. Item. luckily I think it cures poison between things, so if I guard... What?! You have to be shitting me. It seriously has that much damage when you use an attack? Well, this is why you don't do it then, okay? This is how difficult they are if you run into them beforehand. But it's worth training up on them, actually. Medkit S, use it on me, give me 200 HP back. 150, which I hurt 81 of. I can see how this is going to go. They're going to attack me, they're going to take me back down to the original health. So now I can't freaking use the attack. Because using the attack will kill me. Oh, well, a fantastic job here we have. I'm going to try this again, but if it keeps going round, I'm going to escape. Or I'm going to take them all out one by one, because that is a nasty thing doing. Don't use mustard bomb! Holy balls! What?! Oh! I don't believe that. Okay, let's try this again then, shall we? What?! Just you used the escape pack to escape, not poison to hurt you. What is that? You see, that's how easy it is to control. Oh, awful recording session noted by awfulness. Have I not ended this part yet? I was supposed to have ended it after that cutscene, but I guess I didn't because I'm an idiot. Anyway, this is the end of this part of Xenosaga. See you in the next part when I have to do the things again and watch the cutscene again. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. I'll meet you back in the place that I died, just so we know. Okay, I'm going to explain UTIC, mainly because it's quite a key thing to know here. And it's repeated so many times in Xenosaga, so I'll give you the lowdown. UTIC's official name is Unknown Territory Intervention and Creation Agency. So it sounds like there's some sort of religious fanatics. But anyway, let's get on with it. An agency connected closely with the Miltian conflict, references of which are made throughout Episode 1. It was buried in obscurity for decades, but reappeared in TC-4767, which is where the story begins. An independent organization not associated with the Galaxy Federation, it nevertheless boasts a level of technological and military force that far surpasses those of the Federation government or military. Its origins can be traced back to the Mizrahi Neuroscience Institute, which means Joachim Mizrahi is the agent's founder. However, the connection between him and Margulis is yet unknown.